check this out. Look at that mandarin, you guys. He is fully colored. I was talking to a couple buddies of mine, and I'm really thinking that I'm gonna actually introduce her into the big tank. All right, handful of pellets, throw them in. Stay right there, watch when she hits. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at the ranch. We're back from Texas, and we're back at the ranch. Today is a new week, and we need to restock the ranch with hay and other stuff for the animals here on the property. Obviously, we didn't move to Texas. It would obviously be a really cool dream one day, but I'll always be a Florida boy. I always live in Florida, and maybe one day we'll buy some land out there, but no time soon. To get all this hay inside of the building and to make it happen. So unlike our quail, there's a middleman for this. We have to pick up our hay from another distributor, but the hay actually, we talked to the owners, and it comes from Canada, pretty far away. They bring in a new shipment of hay every single week, which is really cool. The owners out there have like 1,500 acres or something like that, and all they do is bale a lot of hay for everybody in our area of South Florida. So a lot of people might be asking, how much hay do I go through a week? Here on the property with the goats, the cows, the cappies, and the tortoises, I go through about 12 bales of hay, about 2 weeks most, because they do get grain and some other stuff in between. But obviously, as you can see, the goat area and the cow area practically has no grass, so we have to supplement them with a lot of hay. If you guys are wondering what I like to use, the hay of choice that I like to use is O&A. It is orchard grass with alfalfa mix. I've been using that for probably over 10 years now on this property. I love it a lot. TNA is a good source of hay as well. I'm just not a fan of it. The product that is available here in Florida, where I'm able to get it, it's really brown. It's not as green compared to this stuff. It's nice, fresh cut hay all the time, and with this quality, it's always been the best, and I like to get the best for the animals. Everyone goes to it really fast. And while we're doing this, you can see we have the animals out there walking around, grazing a little bit, eating some of the grass. One of the cranes is all the way in BFE down there, just doing his thing, and then some of the goats over here just hanging out. But yeah, everyone is doing good. It's been really wet. Everything's a little bit muddy, but it's not too bad. And in the morning, after I was done doing my hay run, which is only, like I said, once every 2 weeks or so, I go get all my produce that is donated to us from our spot. We got a bunch of stuff today. We got some carrots, cucumber. Capybaras are gonna absolutely love that. We have a ton of plums and fruits inside there. Great for the cassowaries. Pears, perfect. More broccoli, and I guess I would say squash of some sort, green squash. Perfect capybara food, they love that stuff. Eggplant and some mixed greens. And last but not least, some bananas, tomatoes, and some kiwis. We got some of that. And another big bag of produce right here. This stuff is great for all of our tortoises. And then on top of that, like I said earlier, they get hay, and they also get some pellet, and they get the cactus that we're able to grow here on the ranch. But we don't feed right now. It's too freaking hot. We wait until the afternoon, and we do other chores before we start feeding all this stuff out. All right, so we're inside the fish room, and Big Bertha 2.0. I was talking to a couple buddies of mine, and I'm really thinking that I'm gonna actually introduce her into the big tank. The reason why I'm thinking about putting her into the big tank sooner than later is because I don't want the same issue to happen with Big Bertha at the beginning, the first time that we had an ARAPAIMA, when she had the gas bubble disease and that craziness that happened. I want to introduce her as small as she could grow up inside of this massive tank. As you guys know, she's what? I would say she's close to 20-something inches already. And inside of her, we have 7-inch tinfoil barbs and probably close to over 100 African cichlids inside of here. These fish have plenty of things to hunt inside here if they wanted to, and they're not. They eat the cut up fish, the bait fish, and the pellets without a problem. So what I'm thinking this week is I'm gonna have Ricky help me buff this little square out that we need to buff out. I'm gonna bring the water down really low, clean all the windows, get everything situated. So I don't have to go in here for about a month, get it all perfectly clean, ready to go. Bring down the water a little bit more, and then later this week, you guys, at the end of the week, I'm thinking about adding her inside of here. But while we're gonna add her, before we add her, we're gonna feed heavy so that there's no situation for these catfish to be hungry whatsoever. And once this fish is in here for a little while, I don't think anything should happen. She should be sitting on the top of the water. She should be good. We're gonna do fingers crossed and see what happens. We'll keep our best eye on it. The lights are always on, so it's not like it's gonna be dark in here that she's gonna go to the bottom. She always sleeps on the top. And again, there's small fish in here. No one's eating anybody in here, so I think we should be okay. It's a little scary, but I think it'll be good. She'll be able to explode inside of here. And the other reason what's really scaring me too, look at that big yawn she just did, is she, every single time we eat, she hits her head on top of this plastic up here every single time because she jumps up to get those pellets. And there, she won't have that issue whatsoever. She'll be able to get a full gulp of air perfectly. She is growing, and you can see all those pieces of wood I have on there just so she doesn't jump out. She hits the top crazy. I'll show you right now. All right, handful of pellets, throw them in. Stay right there. Watch when she hits. She goes up, she goes up, she goes up. She goes. Well, that wasn't a bad hit. That was a good, nice, gentle hit. But normally when she hits so hard, she splashes this whole entire thing all the time. And we just don't want that to happen anymore. We don't want her to damage her face. Look, there she goes. She's paying attention. And I mean, she's growing. She's growing really, really good. And I think if I'm able to throw her in there, she'll be able to grow a lot faster as well. Yeah, super awesome. With the rain, with the heat, with the humidity, not even 2 weeks, you can barely see Missy's legs anymore. The weeds over here are literally 5 inches deep. So you guys, another thing I need your help with. This area is completely overgrazed. What I mean is, there's no more grass here. It's straight weeds. The reason why the capybaras do not eat here whatsoever anymore, so I have to maintain it. If I put grass, it would be a good idea, but then it might get overgrazed. So it's almost just in the way that to keep it green and make it look bright, it's just keep it weeds, unless you guys can come up with a better idea. I don't know. I need some of you guys' help. Put it down in the comments. We're going to head to the aviary and go feed some of the turtles and fish in there. But before we do that, check this out. The weekend goes by. As soon as the weekend goes by, I love my black bamboo. I absolutely do love it. It's Monday, you guys. Every Monday, this happens. All the leaves fall down, the chickens come over here, push it all on the sidewalk, and make my sidewalk completely disappear. Pain in the freaking butt, maintaining all the time, but there's nothing I can do about it except be happy, smile, and do it again the next week. Let's get inside, you guys. The aviary, the aviary, the aviary. This thing is freaking thicker than I don't know what. Check this out. It is completely closing up in every freaking direction right now. I'm really thinking, you guys, I know Cassandra's gonna laugh about it and all this stuff, but I'm really thinking, you guys, I might try to possibly find like 1 or 2 people, or maybe even 3 people, for like a 1-day come help me on the ranch kind of thing. In a way of I can knock this whole entire thing out in 1 day. The biggest thing is me cutting, and I need help getting the stuff out and just getting this thing back in check. But not right now. I will let you guys know on Instagram, so make sure you guys are following me on Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch on Instagram. The reason why I say not right now is I need this rain to kind of stop. Once this rain stops, we'll have this thing cut back and ready to go for winter so we can actually enjoy it and it'll be good. The ducks are going crazy. Check this out. Look at that mandarin, you guys. He is fully colored and in breeding colors, and the silver wood duck is about to be ready to go as well. But wow, look at that mandarin. Absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous animal right there, and such a cool one. And the cool thing about it, his girlfriend is a white mandarin. So hopefully in the future, when they have babies, or hatchlings, or ducklings, we'll have split babies, which would be really, really cool. Pond apple trees are just taking off. I didn't even put these guys here, and they're growing perfectly. Talking about pond apple trees, we're going to be heading to the other ranch very soon. And if you guys remember, we put a bunch of pond apple seeds and plants in there. It's been about 4 months now, so I would love to see what those plants look like. Let's head down to the Oasis over here. The water is just flawless. Pond apples are just growing. I need to do a lot of cutting and cutting back. I was going to keep some of these fig trees or strangler vines in here, but now I don't even need them. It's so thick inside of here. The churracos are just bouncing around. But let's throw some pellet in here and watch these guys explode. Check this out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The water is up and high, looking amazing, and just shabam. All the fish in here are just doing great. This tilapia is literally cannonball out of the water. They're crazy. And then we have friends on the other side of the net over there that really want to live inside of this aviary, but luckily we haven't been able to get them to come in, and we don't want them to come in. The palm trees are starting to grow back in from a long time ago. We knocked down these palm trees in there, and they're all growing back. But everything's looking good in here. The yellow pond turtles, the hillarized side neck turtles. We have painted terrapins in there, albino red ear sliders, a ton of cool freaking stuff in here. And oh, there goes the churraco. Here, let's go this one. Freaking butterflies all in here, you guys. It's like butterfly world in here. So freaking cool. But we have a lot of palm trees that are starting to grow back. It's crazy when you don't touch or grow or anything in here. Look at all the stuff that's growing back. Look at this. Palm trees growing inside of here. Next door, we have these giant trees. I'm not really sure of the species of them. You can check them out. These giant trees. Look at this. The giant trees had seedlings, and they're growing all in here. We got to trim all of those out. Those have to be cut out. Well, there, sweetheart. What you freaking doing? Look, see? Another one here. Another one there. Wow, look at this, you guys. So this gumbo limbo, we put it in here when it was only this thick. We had this axe holding it there for years. We knew eventually it was gonna rot out, and the day has came. It has rotten out. So this is gonna be a worry to me. This tree is getting heavy. This is something that has to get cut back very soon, so it's not top heavy and fall into the water, because I wouldn't want that to happen. I want it to stay where it's at. So maybe we're gonna have to, because I might have to get another 2x4 and put one down below and put it right here, just so it helps it, just in case, because it is getting heavy, you guys, and it's gonna be a giant gumbo limbo one day. Keep on moving this way. Look at all this, you guys. Absolutely awesome enclosure. I mean, it's so freaking thick in here. Look, the gumbo limbo actually just spread into the top of the tree up there, so we're gonna have to cut that through. We don't want that to happen. We got a freaking Mr. Green Iguana over there. The water level's real high. We're not really able to put that extra concrete we wanted to. Look, there he is right there. Look at him right there. Hey, buddy, you're not blending into that rope. I can tell you that much. We tried to keep everything off on this side. I mean, everything just looks amazing. This enclosure is my favorite enclosure on the ranch. And the greatest and the awesomest and the best thing, if that anything made sense there, this month on the 23rd, on a Monday, if everything goes well, the new mesh from the UK will be here for the aviary, and I cannot wait to show you what we got for Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch for the end of 2024, because 2025 is going to be epic, really epic. Look at that. More freaking palm trees are growing in there. So crazy how they just all grow and take over. But other than that, you guys, I don't know what else to tell you, except let me know down in the comments. What should we do with that ARAPAIMA? How should I fix that grass? And what videos you want to see next until we get these big projects up and going. But other than that, again, last time, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put your post notifications on, stay tuned for more epic, crazy videos here on the ranch. We have some more traveling coming soon, and it's going to be a good time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.